Hello and welcome to an inbox review of Airfix's brand new 148 Boulton Pull Defiant Mark 1. Now, I am absolutely over the moon about this being released, guys, because I've always wanted to build one of these in 148 scale. I've never had the chance because it's always classic airframes kits. And of course, A, classic airframes are short run, and B, they are very expensive. But now Airfix released this, and plus with the kits they're producing now, I'm absolutely over the moon. Right, so let's go on with the inbox review. A nice treat for everyone. The box number is A05128. You get two different versions of what you can do. We'll have a look at those in a minute. And you get 2 flying hours as well, and of course the information on the top there. On the bottom you've got your what's you're expected for the model. Right, open the box and you're almost greeted this massive amount of plastic. Now I have to be honest with you, this is already open because I did actually already record this, but however due to the stupid batteries and the stupid technology we have these days, I lost it all. So brilliant. So I have to start again, so I do apologise for that. Yep, another time waster there again. Right, we're going to start off with the instructions, and so this is what we're greeted to here, the standard Airfix instructions, giving you the information about the actual aircraft, how much it weighed, what's max speed it was, what ornament, everything like that. So really nice size, and also supplied by the Deafening Hobbies Limited. So anyway, onto the first page we have, of course, like every aircraft, the cockpit. Now moving in here, you start by applying the seat to the bulkhead and of course attaching the components onto this to keep it in place. Next step is actually the cockpit floor, where I don't know what actually these are, I'm not sure, but some kind of pipelines I suspect for the turret. I'm guessing so. Anyway, moving on, we put the bulkhead in, and here it's some kind of tank. I'm not sure it's an oil or fuel tank. That's connected onto the firewall here, which is installed onto here, and then eventually put the rudder pedals in and the control stick. Again, the sidewalls come along down here, and we add the control surfaces in the sides here and the radio compartments on the other. Now for this side, I'm actually going to add a bit of a stretch sprue. Now this is actually quite important for you young modelers there. If you want to enhance the detail, a lot of control surfaces have wires and rods and anything else like that, so I'm going to put a bit of stretch sprue from across there. Makes sense. Moving quickly on now, we've got the main cockpit going here. So it's a simple cockpit build going in for the pilot, and that this is going in here. This is quite nice how it's structured. The cockpit goes in here, and this part settles across the top here for the back gunner, and then here you had the beautifully moulded instrument panel going in here, and then this all gets sandwiched together. The part I just mentioned, which goes for the gun turret, you cut these parts off afterwards after it's fully dry, leaving a nice ring for it to sit in. There you are. Anyway, that's the fuselage completed. Moving on to the next stage, we get the wing assembly, where we add the wheel wells, and here these support parts go into the upper surfaces, and then they're attached on to the upper wings like that. Then the lower sections get added on down here, and yeah, really good. Then here we have the fuselage after the wings, and we get the ailerons put in. I'm just going to zoom you out a bit more, guys, actually. Focus you again. There you go. we moving on to the ailerons here, where you can have them positioned up or down. Real nice. Interesting, like a load of people do. Well, I don't, because I just prefer it normal. But anyway, it just gives a bit of eye catching. Moving swiftly on, we've got the main intake that goes underneath the main fuselage of the aircraft. That goes in with some grills and that. And if you want to understand, you drill the holes here. The tank you can have open, fully or closed. I'm not sure what to do mine yet. Then you've got the oil radiator on the front here. That's going to be really good going in. Then you got the moving on to the tail part. We have the elevators and the tail fin rudder going in, and they, again, I'll show you in a minute, are absolutely splendidly moulded. Again, they're movable, same as the ailerons. Moving in there, we got the engine cover going in now. I would have thought that Airfix would have left that to the last page, what most people do, but not in this case. Moving swiftly on to the landing gear, we have a full page to this. Well, 2 pages actually. Start with the first side here, and then there's about 3 parts that go to each one here. Just looking at these, and then the wheels, A are weighted and B have tread in them, so that's going to be a really, really good touch going on there. Then we got the covers, the wheel covers going in. Again, very nicely moulded, detailed, and fits beautifully by the looks of things. The gun turret is an absolute mass of plastic, as you can see. Just all of this page and to this just is the gun turret alone that sits on the back behind the pilot. Okay, going in here we got the ammunition racks going in, armour plating, some kind of sight I think that is, oxygen or just a compressor tank, parts going in there for the guns, that going down there, gun holders, and finally the most famous 4 Browning machine guns slotting in. And here's a nice touch as well, you can have your gunner position open or closed. In my case, as if you've subscribed to me, I'm going to have mine in the open position, as you know what I'm like. Again, the canopies and the turret both mixing away. There were some parts that went up and down to allow the turret to move 360 degrees around within the backspace of the fuselage. 3 different options you get here. I'm going to choose this one with it all displayed open. This part is all closed and this part's all closed as well. The only difference is this part. It just allows it to turn 360 like I said earlier on. Moving on. Final stage, we have the back fuselage halves that allow this to be up or down. Now I'm going to put mine in a down position here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it in a down position, but it's up to you which position you choose in. Another part is you do not glue this gun turret into it, because it would just ruin it. Excuse me though, my voice went a bit. Moving on, last parts, we've now got the prop being built and put together. And this is nice, you've got some steps to get onto the fuselage, and that looks awesome, really does. And again, another awesome thing here is the landing lights. As you go in, you actually have actual bulbs that go in, well, not real but fake bulbs that go in there. Really good. Finally, the exhaust going in, and last but not least, the antenna underneath the fuselage. Depending on whether you're on the wheels up or wheels down, the last one's going to have a different size. Anyway, that's really about it. Next up is colour schemes. This is the main one that I'm going to be producing. It's number 264 Squadron at Marston Heath, Suffolk, England, July 1940, during the Battle of Britain, of course. The other one is based on number 2 Army Corporation Squadron, Royal Air Force. What is that? Hatfield Woodhouse, South Yorkshire, England, September 1940. So this is going to be like an up north kind of aircraft. Again, still involved in the Battle of Britain, just up north, protecting Scotland and from the bombers from Norway. And again, your final page with your stencils on. Really, really good. Right. Moving on now, we've the decals. Now, these decals that Airfix are producing are absolutely amazing. If they're printed by Cartograph, which they are, you are in for a treat because these go on like a dream, guys. If you don't know or new to the hobby, Cartograph decals are absolutely stunning and literally just stick to any surface, but it needs to be, I think, a bit glossy, if you get what I mean. I always put a gloss coat down of the Humbrol clear and then apply the decals. Then right, now that's done there, we now move on to the kit itself. Now it's all within one bag now, and there's 5 sprues in total. If I can get these out. Right, so there you are. Moving on now, we have the I'm not going to get us out the bag as I mentioned. I'm just going to bring this light over, try and focus you in. There you are. As you can see, they're absolutely crystal clear glass parts, and they're absolutely brilliantly moulded as well. If you go planning on masking them, be careful because they will be an absolute challenge to do, especially that gun turret at the back. Personally, I just rather paint them with a steady hand I have. Yep, simple as. Main part is the fuselage coming up to here. Now, as you can see, we've got the light source, the subject. You can see there's absolutely. Actually, hold on a minute. Let's see if this works. No, I've got like a good table lamp desk lamp. Let's go see if I can get it. There you have it. There, as you can see, all moulded in along the fuselage halves. Of course, along the tail there. Absolutely brilliant again. All moulded, even on the other side of course as well. All beautiful. So you can get that. There you go. Absolutely perfect. On the inside is even better. You've even got the I don't know, the skin texture, I should say, for the inside of the cockpit. There you have it. There's a few injector pin marks, but they are actually cleverly, you will not be seeing them once the aircraft's been built. Down here you've got the actual cockpit floor going in. That's all nicely detailed like that, as you can see there. This is the gunner's part on there, which you take those parts out there when it's done. You got some more gun turret there. No gun turret. Here's the wheels. Now you can actually see they're actually not only weighted but moulded in as well. Again, that's a nice touch. The under half the wings there, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Next part is the actual wings mostly. So here you got the underside, and again, absolutely beautifully raised detail with the flaps, landing and all that. The other. Now, I just want to mention this is the tail. Now, let's change this round like that. Not sure you can see there. The fabric detail, there you go. Fabric detail on there is absolutely awesome. I really love that what Airfix have done. Again, here you've got the upper wing halves and the moulded in raised panel lines. Very, very good. Now I want to point this out. This is the wheel well section underneath here. You see that absolutely beautifully detailed in there, and even wires are included as well, so you have to paint them as well. More homework to be done, as well as the engine cover there as well. There you have it. Now here is the more detailed parts in here. Now I just want to point this out here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this part here is where the gunner's control surfaces are. They're absolutely beautifully moulded, absolutely beautiful. Again, you got your bulkheads here, where your seat will go, and that lot. Your nose cone there, and more importantly, the 30 caliber guns there. Absolutely brilliant, guys. I love this kit so much. It's absolutely brilliant. Look, that seat is absolutely perfect. Really like it. Really like it indeed. There you have it. Last part is the mix-up of a load of parts. You got the prop, and this is the instrument panel here. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Brilliant again. Moulded along there. Again, along there. You got your exhausts on there, and of course the back parts where you have the goods position. Now here's the main part of the land. I don't know what happened there, stuttering. Main part of the landing gear legs, they are beautifully moulded once again. Absolutely brilliant. Prop, the behind the cockpit part thingy, whatever, and then just here you've got the cockpit fuselage sidewalls detailed there. Okay, so that's really it for the main plastic parts. They're absolutely brilliant to do. So my conclusions about this kit. Well, I have to say, guys, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. A, because I think Airfix are doing an absolute fantastic job at the minute, and by the kits and what I've seen and what I've heard about these kits, they are absolutely doing a fantastic hobby for the people. Now, this is really like the kind of vision I'm going to do. I'm going to have this I'm going to do a Battle of Britain 148th collection, which I'll mention in my next update. But if you haven't got this kit, then please grab hold of Airfix's brand new Hawker Hurricane and Spitfire. I've only got the Hurricane at the minute, but I'm going to get that Spitfire to make a nice collection. Anyway, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this inbox review. I'm sorry if it's been a bit of a rush, just I've been quite busy at the minute. Right, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy modelling, and I shall see you again very soon.